Remember that iconic scene from Dawson's Creek where a wide-eyed teenager named Dawson Leery stared out at the water, dreaming big about love, life, and the future? For millions of us who grew up in the late 90s and early 2000s, that show wasn't just television, it was a mirror. It reflected our awkward first crushes, our late-night talks about destiny, our belief that life was going to be something extraordinary. Today, that memory feels heavier. James Van Der Beek, the man who brought Dawson to life, has passed away at just 48 years old. Our eternal teen dreamer is gone, and for many of us, especially those who have watched decades roll by, this one truly hurts. Born on March 8, 1977 in Cheshire, Connecticut, James David Van Der Beek grew up with creativity in his blood. His mother had been a Broadway dancer, and from a young age, he gravitated toward the stage. By 13, he was already performing. Then came 1998. At just 20 years old, he landed the role that would define a generation. Dawson's Creek debuted on the WB, the story of four friends navigating high school life in the fictional town of Capeside. James played Dawson Leery, an aspiring filmmaker with a sensitive soul and an endless capacity to dream. Every week, we tuned in. Would Dawson choose Joey? Would he chase Hollywood? Would he finally figure out what love really meant? The show ran for 6 seasons, and along the way, it turned James into a household name. He became part of our emotional timeline. But James was never just Dawson. In 1999, he surprised audiences in Varsity Blues, playing Mox, the reluctant Texas quarterback. "I don't want your life" became one of those unforgettable movie lines. It was about choosing your own path. He later took on darker roles in comedy, hilariously poking fun at his own teen idol image in Don't Trust the Bee, Reyes Ra or Achien Kasati. Off-screen, his life became even richer. In 2010, he married Kimberly Brook, and together they built a family with 6 children. In 2020, they moved to a ranch in Texas, trading Hollywood's spotlight for wide-open skies. It felt intentional, grounded. Then, in November 2024, James shared something deeply personal. He revealed he had been diagnosed with stage 3 colorectal cancer. Instead of hiding, he chose honesty. He spoke openly about treatment, fear, and the perspective he had gained. He urged people not to wait for a crisis to appreciate their lives. His vulnerability resonated deeply with everyone. And on February 11th, 2026, James passed peacefully at home, surrounded by those he loved most. The tributes came quickly. Fans and co-stars spoke about his kindness, his professionalism, and his heart. Why does this loss feel so personal? Because James wasn't just an actor, he represented a time when anything was possible. He leaves behind a legacy of authenticity. From Capeside to Texas, he showed us what it meant to stay true to yourself. He will always be that young dreamer by the creek. If this touched you, share your favorite James Van Der Beek memory. Let's honor him.